Florida Democrats are making another push to expand Medicaid. They argue it will give more Floridians access to health care while saving the state millions at the same time.
But they'll need the support of Republicans, rather, to do that, who have called the plan nothing more than a Band-Aid. Capitol reporter Forrest Saunders is sorting through it all.
Attempts to expand Medicaid in the Sunshine State have basically become perennial. Democrats try every year, but they're often shot down. What makes this year different is that you've got a lot of voters out there very concerned about affordability. It was the big issue in the 2024 election. Not to mention, you've got 2026 right around the corner and potentially Medicaid expansion on the ballot.
State and federal Democrats at the Capitol Monday.
It's the righteous thing to do. It is the right thing to do.
Once again, calling on the Republican supermajority to join the vast majority of the country and expand Medicaid.
Florida is already just one of 10 states that hasn't expanded Medicaid under the Affordable Care Act, leaving nearly 800,000 of our Floridians, 800,000 of our neighbors, of our family, and of Floridians without health care.
The push has become an annual effort for the caucus. For years, they've offered legislation raising the income eligibility to allow more to qualify. This session, no different.
You would only have to earn up to 138% of the federal poverty level to qualify for coverage. So that in 2025, that figure is just $29,000 for a family of 3.
Analysts think it could save the state money, too, drawing down billions in federal matching funds. In the past, the Florida Policy Institute has estimated a net savings of nearly $2 billion.
Not only is it good for the budget, but it's good for the people, which is what should be guiding all of our decisions.
Republicans have said previously expanding Medicaid is a, quote, Band-Aid and not a solution. Guys like the House Speaker have said they want more opportunities to improve Floridians', quote, economic circumstances instead. This year, Perez pushing more affordable housing and seeking to rein in the state budget.
Our sole responsibility is to pass a balanced budget. Constitutionally, that's the one job that the constituents have given us.
And while Senate President Ben Albritton said last year he was, quote, open-minded to an expansion, it's failed to move in the upper chamber, though Democrats remain hopeful.
My problem is, again, that these people are messing around with our money.
That's as voter frustration over affordability grows, and Republicans catch heat in town halls like these over the weekend.
This is no longer a time for normal politics. It is a time to stand up and resist.
Meanwhile, a renewed effort to put Medicaid expansion on the 2026 ballot. It's a way of bypassing lawmakers who seem likely to stay static on the idea at the moment. Supporters will need nearly 900,000 valid signatures to reach voters, not to mention clear a language review by the Florida Supreme Court. At last check, under 5,000 valid signatures had been collected.
And this year's legislative session is just getting started. This is only week 3 of the 60-day session, but that's not a whole lot of time if you want to do something as big as expand Medicaid. So if Democrats are going to make this happen, it has to happen soon. That's the latest out here at the state capitol. I'm Forrest Saunders reporting.